And sometimes authors like Schubert were able to create incredible lieder with the most stupid poems sometimes. And it's fantastic how the music can really make more noble, more incredible also sometimes the really simple, I don't know, the most simple poem ever written. But how he's able to express all the sentiment, all the kaleidoscope of the emotions of the normal human being.
Hi, my name is Michael Husu, and welcome to Cue Me In, a series from Melody Factory where we interview friends on music, culture, and what makes us unique. Today, welcome Raisa and Giacomo. It's a pleasure to have you here. So first, we always start with explaining a bit about yourself, what you got into music, and what makes you keep going through music. Would you like to enlighten us?
So I'm Raisa Jerone, and I'm a soprano from Lucerne. And I grew up in a non-musician family, but I had parents and people around me that always kind of brought me to music. So my parents first introduced me to the opera when I was 2 years old. I saw the Zauberflöte in Zurich Opera House for the first time. And there are stories that they're telling me. When I was, after the performance, I got out of the opera house and I was like, when I'm big, I'm going to do exactly that.
That's crazy.
And then I was singing The Queen of the Night for the next 5 years, and they were like, yeah, sometimes happy, sometimes a bit annoyed. And of course, we had to re-see the Zauberflöte and also other operas every year. Like, literally, they had to bring me to the opera all the time.
It became your new passion. But at 2 years old, do you remember still this?
No, I don't remember. These are stories they told me. No, and I mean, I also have some photos with the. When you go to a children's opera, usually you can meet the cast after with all the costumes and everything. So I have still pictures of that at home.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And then actually I started playing the piano when I was 5.5. And then when I was 8, I started singing and combined both of it until I was 17. And then I went on the vocal path. Yeah.
Nice.
Then I decided to sing.
Was it from inside, or you just said, you know what, let's try something?
It was always part of me somehow, and I had parents that supported me. Like they never, since like they're non-musicians, so they don't really know what it's about, what you need when you're young. But they always kind of pushed me, but in a way that most of it came from myself. So they just like supported me, brought me to recitals, gave me concert opportunities with other people. Like it was really nice. I had lessons. I was singing in the choir all the time, like in the Lucerne Kantorei and Lucerne Mädchenchor. And we did, actually the stage was part of my life very early already.
Okay.
You know? So, yeah, which...
It was more the way that you kept
exactly,
living, just keep going.
And I always had people that like supported me into going for it, you know?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Giacomo.
Hello, I'm Giacomo Gabriele. I'm a pianist from Italy, and now I'm here in Switzerland. I also grew up in a non-musical family, and I have a more humble story because my parents sent me when I was younger when I was small, little, I think 6 years old, to music lessons because there was this legend that helps to develop the brain and the creativity. It's true, but...
Yes, yeah.
And but I had the luck of meeting a fantastic professor that followed me in all my musical life till the last year when I was younger and after in the bachelor and master in Italy. And so I became passionate with music, and it became part of my life. It became my life. I always found in the piano a safe place where to express myself, my thoughts, my sentiments, and everything. And I think that when I was 16 or 17 years old, I understood that I wanted to do this in my life. And after I did my bachelor and master, and now I'm here in Switzerland,
Bravo.
doing a master in Basel of Liedgestaltung, working with singers. No.
Nice.
But yes, it has been all because of the people I met. This kind of became passionate with music because yes, my parents always supported me, but not being musicians, they don't know really what to say and in which moment to say things when you are developing your musical life.
Yeah.
And so I just have to be grateful with all the people I met when I was studying and also now.
Yes, I mean it's a big thing of the music world is always changing, and also there's things you need to know from practice. You go to the concert, you go to rehearsal, you understand what that kind of process is. So that's why you say also we learn from everyone that we can.
Yes, from every experience, from every person you meet. Because when you are very small, it's always or you have really a great nature and also a great environment.
Yes.
That like you already know all the steps that you have to do, and so you also develop your nature faster if you have like the talent and the discipline and everything. But after, I think that it's a really long process to understand what you really want to do in your life, because it's a passion, but it becomes also a profession. So you have to decide really what you want to do.
And how is this for you? Where do you find that? Is this something you work on every day, or you can also describe what is that relation to you? Because I know some people really have the idea that people do work and then they do stuff for pleasure, but for us it's really combined. So
it's a privilege, because we can say that we are passionate of what we are doing, of music, of art. But I think that for sure there are engineers who are passionate in what they do, or every kind of other profession. If you love what you do, it's not really heavy. It's not frustrating, let's say. But it's art, like music, like every other profession is a profession, because you need to work every day on what you are doing, to practice, to make connections, to work on your career, to work on the plan, on the management, on everything, because we have to look at every part of our profession. Yes.
Like you have a lot of positive aspects because it's your passion, but you also dedicate your whole life to it. Like
it's inseparable.
It's inseparable. You get up in the morning and you go to bed with that. That's, of course, you have other things to keep the horizon open, but like during performance weeks or stuff like that, when you're fully in concert mode, the life is about that. And for me as a singer, for example, vocal health is so important. Vocal health of the body, sleep. If I don't sleep before a concert, if I don't sleep my 8.5 or 9 hours, like I'm not sure it's going to be the best possible I can do to prepare myself for the next day.
So you can also enlighten the audience what it really means. I've heard very many stories of singers and how that really is almost more of an athlete lifestyle than music. So you can tell us what that kind of means.
Like it always depends what type you are. Like do you need a lot of sleep? But in general, when you have stress situations, like going on stage, performing, especially singing, you need to be healthy. In summer, you have to be careful about the pollen, about the wind, about the air conditioning on the airplane, about the air conditioning in the houses. When you go swimming and it's not really hot outside and the sun isn't shining anymore, you might get a little cold. You have to be so careful. In winter, the dry air, the colds everywhere, everyone coughing on the trains, on the buses. Like you have to be so careful. Other than that, of course, don't get crazy. But I mean, when I go on a train or on an airplane, I wear a mask just to protect myself, especially during winter times. Or like hydrate, drink enough water. The first thing I do in the morning is drinking 2 glasses of water. Not cold, actually. It's like tiepido. Well, what does that mean? Like
medium,
warm, because it helps to get the voice going. And alcohol is not even a question. Sometimes when you have a performance, you want to do a little, you want to have a glass to cheer something. But when you have a performance the next day, like I zip it and like I put it back. You don't want to be rude, no?
Yeah, of course.
No, but it's really, and also, vocal hygiene in general, movement of the body. Like it's a lot of.
It's a flexible. I mean, it's your body is the instrument.
Yeah, it's
so
really.
then you
it
have
is
to
the
really
instrument.
take care of how
you have to take care. Also, some people have issues with certain type of foods. Like milk products, other things. Like you have to be so careful to know what your body needs. And I think that is a thing that but it's a skill that singers develop very fast because they have to be so attentive on their needs. So for example, I know now what I can eat before a performance, which is fine, or what signs I have to be careful, then to maybe to make certain decisions, to maybe sleep more, to go to bed early, to not eat a certain type of food. You know a bit your tricks, you kind of develop.
Yeah, but I find that that's kind of also beautiful in some way, that you get the opportunity to know your body much more than someone else would, in the sense that you have to investigate a lot or really fine-tune, listen what your body needs and invest in that. I mean, it's similar to what athletes do, that they have to, we have to run, we have to make sure we diet and all this stuff, but
of course on another level, but like in general,
with the emotion.
I think the emotional and the mental state from a musician and an athlete on a performance or on a marathon is the same. I think the preparation for that and the focus, I think is the same.
So you both do lead. Could you say a bit what kind of inspires you in this art form? What does this lead mean to you, the art form of lead?
Lead, I think it's one of the best combination of poetic form and music form, because every word of a poem, because we have the luck to work with really incredible authors the most of the time with the lead. I mean, with Goethe, with Erich Heine, with the most also from the French ones, a lot of incredible authors and human beings, and it's incredible how it is small form, because it's always music pieces that are maximum long, like 4-5 minutes. You can have like larger cycles that are maybe 1 hour, but it's always it burns always from a small form.
Yes.
And in this small form, in this poem, the music is capable of translating the expressivity and also the inner meaning of the poem.
Wonderful.
And for me, working on it in the last years, I am finding out that it is a fantastic form to connect better with the audience, because instrumental music has its vocabulary, its language.
Yes.
And I mean, the audience can be moved with the emotions of the performance, but there is always this kind of
abstract
wall, no, because of understanding sometimes.
Okay.
With the lead, we have the word, so it's like a bridge of communication.
It makes the picture already for you.
It's understandable because the word is our common vocabulary. I mean, if it's the same language, you can also use the translation in the paper of the concert.
But even if it's not, you kind of still.
But also the word, yes, the word connect with the audience, and the music gives the expressivity, the expression, and translate it in sound. So the audience is also moved a bit closer to the artist, to the musician. So there is a bit more like understanding, and after from this we can move to also the instrumental music and to other more complex forms, more abstract forms, probably. I think it's a good way where to start from again, probably, in the concert forms.
For me, what I love about lead is that it's really, there's all this kind of zoom in. You almost get this kind of, I know there are so many that even describes the way that the fruit is being grown and the little leaf that comes out.
And the little vibration of the sounds, give the expression of that, neither of the image, but of your feeling,
also
looking at
the subjective point of view, what it means to observe something.
But that's the thing, you have two arts combined, no? You have poetry combined with music. And I mean, that's what makes it so special, because poetry itself is already... If someone is doing a recitation of a beautiful poem, you hear the sound.
Already
almost.
the poem
you
has
already know
melody in
it.
Exactly.
And then combined with a great composition, putting that together,
it makes it even more flowering.
It's blooming. Yeah.
And sometimes authors like Schubert were able to create incredible leader with the most stupid poems sometimes. And it's fantastic how the music can really make more noble, more incredible also sometimes the really simple, I don't know, the most simple poem ever written. So I think this is what is.
You just did Schöne, Müllerin, no?
Also the Schöne Müllerin, it's an incredible cycle by Schubert. It's his first big cycle.
Yeah.
And you know, it's the most common and stupid story in the humanity, because there is this young boy
Okay.
who loves a girl.
Yes.
The girl loves another man, and this
Aye,
boy
aye, aye.
suicides.
Oh no.
So it's the
Oh
most
my God.
common of like early romantic stories, like Werther,
Werther,
and
yeah.
Yeah,
Of Goethe.
yeah,
or
of
Jacopo
course,
Orti.
yeah.
It's the same kind
Yes.
of structure, but how he's able to express all the sentiment, all the kaleidoscope of the emotions of the normal human being. The most incredible thing is empathy with the normal humanity. I mean, like with the normal human being, the normal, and he's able with his music to express all the sentiments, also from the highest, like I mean, like
Expression is
the most
yeah.
beautiful love sentiments and everything, from the like the lowest, the rage, the hate, all with a really really true. I mean, like really direct and really true.
Yeah.
It's not there is no like I mean
Trying to make a
yeah, make it
party
nicer or
yeah.
make it no, it's how life is in the end, and it's really fantastic.
Yeah, and I think we working together as a lead duo, we kind of developed a language. I think you have an understanding, I have an understanding, and we kind of developed a language that is able to build a bridge to the audience, no?
Yeah.
To find this connection, to really...
Is what we always are trying to do.
Yeah, because I think that's,
Yeah.
for what are you doing music? Yeah, it's nice to do it for yourself, but you want to share it with people, and to share music with people, and in the end they are not understanding anything is not. I think I see it as my Auftrag, as my
Your
mission.
yeah, my
Yeah.
mission to make people feel, or to make people stop for a moment. They don't have to understand everything,
Yes,
but
yes.
they have to be able
Just
to
to appreciate
listen.
the
You have to
moment.
appreciate
It's not
the
to make a
moment,
lecture,
appreciate the
no.
moment.
It's
yeah.
not to make a lecture concert,
No.
or because I think that is not the very good approach if you want to make the audience closer.
How was it? How was it before? I mean, what did people do? They met,
Yeah, it's. I think that
especially chamber music.
we
yeah?
have to like think more about which time was that, because if you compare it with now, it's impossible to make a comparison. I mean, there are some positive and some negative aspects of this always kind of confrontation. I mean, with all these informations, because when we open the phone, we can listen to 1,000 different versions of one sonata of Beethoven. And maybe we are studying it, and so it will be a bit confusing. But we can also it's an incredible possibility, like of knowledge and of because I'm thinking about when 150 years ago, 250 years ago, people to listen to music had to play it, to
Yes,
perform it,
exactly.
because the first recordings we have are by the late years of Brahms. The first recordings we have, and the quality is very, I mean, low, almost unhearable. But before you have to perform it, I mean, like Schumann, when had the second sonata by Chopin, had to play it to understand what he did, to listen to it, and to understanding and to talk about it in his journal for a review. So I think that maybe they were more free, because they could really have no kind of confrontation. They were really
The real way to
Yes.
experience music was
direct
the live
way. Yes,
performance.
live
of it.
performance,
So that is
direct
the biggest
way.
value.
But it was also a structural limit, because it was limited just to the place of the performance.
Yes.
But I think it was also
It also
good.
makes that moment even more
More
special. Yes.
because it was unique. I mean, in your life, if you were not in that kind of circle, you could have listened to a Beethoven sonata just once. I mean, so it could have been the best moment of your life, this memory of this sonata. But and I think that what we have to look for in this moment is to really focus more on the live performances, and to bring people back to the live performances in the chamber music performance form.
I think it's the easiest way of introducing people now.
Yeah, because the people, it's as not the kind of wall of the big concert hall, no, because you feel a bit detached
More
from
intimate.
the artist.
Yes.
You're near with the musicians.
And how a professor in Basel told me, like, when they used to play like the Hammerklavier, the father of the piano, the audience comes closer. It's not you that you have got to go there, but
Yes.
they come closer to you.
The power of attraction.
Exactly. It's more focused on the performance, and it's like, it becomes like a circle. There are beautiful pictures of Schubert and his friends when they were doing their Schubert Die. They're like these whole concerts when they were all playing Schubert music. Someone sat on the piano, the other close to Schubert. The singer sat on the same chair of Schubert, like Vogel performing
We
together.
did that just.
Yes, because it's fantastic. You can really feel the breath of the singers close to you. And it becomes like a unique instrument, a unique form of performing. And it was really easier. I mean, like really, it was a kind of, they had all this kind of vocabulary of understanding of music because they studied, they always read the same kind of, they had the same kind of education, most of them. And they could really appreciate and just communicate with music and with poems. I think that we could do it again because now the online forms, it's going to be full and full.
Even more saturated.
Yes, exactly. And so I think that we can really to look for something more special in the live performance, but in the camera music form.
Especially with Melody Factory, we have a
Yes.
wonderful opportunity.
It's fantastic because also in every concert we had this year in Meghan, in St. Charles Hall, the audience was really closer to
Yes,
us. We could really feel the understanding and communication with them because there was also a good moderation. There was a good form of of introducing the
content.
concerts and of the content. The
program that was
the
just
program.
like it's easy to understand. I think it's
Yes.
easy to, even though not all the pieces are like simple pieces.
yeah.
Like some of the pieces are quite advanced, I think. But I think
Yes.
the combination of young people that are doing the music, speaking to the audience in case of a moderation, or like just opening it up for the audience to ask questions. It's kind of, you immediately have a connection with the musician on stage, no?
Or human connection.
Yeah,
in
just
general.
it's a human connection that.
How is it for you to moderate?
Yeah.
Is it can you tell us some experience of?
For me, I enjoy it a lot.
Yes.
Because I get to be on stage. I get to introduce people to the music. I get to introduce musicians, and I feel this connection very deeply, especially when I'm watching people from the side. Like, for example, during the concert, while people are playing, I sometimes look at the audience, and everyone, there's no one that is not completely focused.
You see the magnet.
I see this magnet pulling to the musicians. It's really crazy. And also when I'm talking, I feel like they're really listening. Like it's, I experience some concerts where people are talking, or the thing is, when I talk on my own concerts, people are always listening because I'm singing and I'm performing.
Yeah.
But what I experienced with sometimes which is very, very nice, because in Melody Factory that didn't happen. The person that is doing a moderation has the people with them. And it's always so well chosen. The words are always so well chosen and so fresh and young, I feel. It's entertaining, it's funny, but it's also very true and sometimes informative, which is the perfect combination. And and then you have everyone there with you, and it's a wonderful feeling. You feel like a fish, in the water, and it's a whole swarm, what's the word in English?
Like this pond, no?
Yeah, and everyone's just going. It's so nice, like they're all
the
together.
flow of the group,
and to enjoy
I think,
that flow together. I think that is what an intimate concert is kind of about.
To be on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
And, That's wonderful. Yeah. What is something that in the last time has surprised you? Has something been in your life that you've been either experiencing yourself or that you witnessed, or something that shock you or gives you a kind of response, either to do an action or to think about something you do, something that is maybe surprising?
Stuff happens all the time.
Yes.
Like good way and bad way. Sometimes you're completely surprised on opportunities that you're getting, last minute chances.
Have you had something like this
like-
where you got called to sing something the
Yeah,
night before?
just I mean not the night before, luckily, but a couple of weeks ago, I got to perform with the chamber orchestra in Basel.
Wow, that's wonderful.
As part of my studies program, I had to audition,
Yeah.
and then like they chose me. Like I just switched my Fach. I was a mezzo soprano like 1.5 years, 2 years
Yeah.
ago, and in the whole 1.5 years, the process was like an up and down all the time. Like vocal fatigue. I had to technically completely change everything. So, and this takes time, you know. And then to receive such a wonderful, such wonderful news, I didn't expect it at all because there was huge, like there were so many good people.
Yes.
And then I got to sing, and I was really not feeling so well on the concert day. And then in the evening, everything went just well. Like I was very surprised on how much I can rely on my body. Maybe not like surprised getting something, but like how
The
well
distrust
it's where
yourself,
just
yeah.
how well you can trust yourself. Yeah, that's not really
No, but
I
it's
don't really have a surprise with it. I like to be prepared, you know.
Okay.
What a good question. I think one now that came to my mind is something about the body, about I think the connection with the body.
Okay.
Something I have been surprised in the last 2 months probably, because we did course of Alexander Technique in Basel, and during this course we had these kind of exercises and meditation exercises where we had like to find the connection with every part of our body, from the fingertips to the back of our back. I mean, to the
spine,
yes,
and actually
to the lower
down to
back
the
and down to the
to
feet
the
and
feet.
everything, and to put this kind of consciousness in the playing. Also with another professor of piano that I'm having lesson with, all this kind of mix of informations changed a bit my way of playing in the last 3 months. It's really changed a lot. You can really feel the whole connection with the body to the instrument, and you become a perfect connection to the instrument, because
become
when
part, no?
she has the instrument in her body,
Yes.
we know we have a piece
We
of
have
wood to perform. So like this, you become more connected to the instrument,
Yes,
almost to the strings. I mean, like
all the way. You feel like
Yes.
you're the string also.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, but I think that's a very interesting topic because, like, the voice, maybe also some of the wind instruments,
yeah.
but like we have the instrument is our body, and we just have to get access to it. Like a baby is born, knows exactly how to scream without getting vocally tired. Like they open up the lungs, they open up the
Boom.
throat, and they cry, you know. And it's loud, and it's in the mask, and it's
They still do
perfect.
it,
And
no?
then we
We
kind of
We are
no,
all
but it's true, no.
from the morning, the moment
Yeah.
we are born, no?
It's true.
And it only goes worse.
It only gets worse.
We
it's
have
true.
to fight the
Yeah. No, you have to fight. You have to fight. Of course. We have to develop technique. We have
Yes,
to.
yeah, refine the
Yeah. But I mean, theoretically,
Sensitivity.
you know, the possibility to do that is there.
Yes.
To do it right without getting tired, and then you just have to work on it when you're older.
Okay, we have to go. We make a time machine. We
Yeah.
develop our singing more. No, yeah.
No, come on. No, but like we have to kind of find a connection to our body and to let it through. But for me, singing is all about, right now, of course, there's a whole path behind it, but right now it's all about letting it through the body. Like
Yeah.
really being able to get the energy of all my body and not just from here, you know, to really take it from the floor up.
Feel the earth underneath. Yeah.
And and then it's working because technique is already, you know what you can do. I know what I'm able to do, and then it's working more or less.
Yes.
And with the piano, you have to find a connection to what you said, a piece of wood. Like, how do you do that? Like you both, how do you do that?
Well, we have to make love to what we.
To the instrument, no?
No, I think it's more just an understanding how it works.
You choose the better way, direction.
Aha, no. Either technical or remote. Yeah, make love to. No. Yes.
No, but I heard some interviews, I don't know, some cellist, I don't remember, and he always says, when I'm playing my instrument, I just imagine making love. Making love, like literally, no, but being tender with it, and that's just
Yeah, it's care. I mean, it's more.
listening, being
For me,
sensitive.
it's what what I want to come out of it. It's like a friend. If I want to create some kind of intimacy, I say, okay, my body automatically produce some kind of softness or suppleness, or the same kind of way. What I want to receive is the way I give, but it's this way, not the reverse. I want to give, so I receive. No, it's what I want to receive, then I give.
That's very nice, yeah.
Yeah, I find this is nice. Yes, I have one last question. Maybe what do you do to enjoy your time? What do you do to unwind? What is something maybe you like to do together? What is out of music, perhaps? Something that you like to enjoy.
I mean,
in life?
Good food.
Good food.
We love to cook.
Really?
We love to eat.
Do you have a specific recipe? You have a repertoire that you're...
Like it depends. Sometimes we go crazy and we do some Moroccan stuff.
Moroccan.
Yes.
Moroccan things.
I like this.
Or all the kind of risotto.
Everything
I can,
in Italy, like,
Mamma mia.
and I mean, my mother is Viennese, so I know how to make a good schnitzel and the
Bravo.
back handle, you know. So it's all those things. No, but also the French kitchen. We like it depends. Sometimes we do vegetarian things, and then it's more in the Moroccan or like what is it called in
No, I don't
Far East?
Yes, yes,
More
yes.
and more in that
Oriental
way,
fusion,
Oriental fusion stuff.
Nice.
And yeah, and when we cook meat, then usually it's French, Italian, or whatever.
Yes, the Mediterranean.
Yeah, yeah. But we like to cook. We like to cook fresh. We like to cook together.
Good.
I mean, you know, we're not only on stage together, we're also a private couple. So living together has its ups and downs. But the moments we are cooking and drinking a nice glass of wine, we're enjoying.
Yes.
Also, we like to go for walks.
Also,
We go for
in the
walks a
nature,
lot.
and
Yeah.
here we are lucky
We are
enough.
so
I mean,
lucky.
Lucerne is crazy now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, an
It's a
honor
dream.
to live. No,
Yeah.
my gosh. So Giacomo, you said you started piano at 6 years old. I mean, I know also what that means to start early, and also
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult at the beginning. But at this point, you have over 20 years of experience to play an instrument.
Yeah, I have to say the first year, I think for every kid are always it's an approach like a game. So
Yeah,
you have to enjoy the instrument. You cannot spend, I mean, like a lot of hours. But after, when you become a bit, I mean, when you understand that is what you want to do in your life, maybe you are 12, 13 years old, it already becomes
Something
a
serious,
huge
no?
number of hours of practice. You
And-
can start from 5, because maybe you are still studying at school, no, the middle school,
Yes.
high school, to 8.
8 hours a day.
Sometimes 8, 9 hours per day. When when you have a lot of repertoire, a lot of stuff to prepare, a lot of concerts, maybe exams. But after the average number of hours, it's like 7 hours
Yes,
per day.
it's. I mean,
yes.
it's our full-time
Every day.
dedication. No, every day
Yes.
is important also, right?
And on a rehearsal day, it becomes even
Because-
more because then you practice, for example, your day. You start in the morning at 8 usually, maybe 8:30, 9.
But after it depends how you organize your day. You can start in the afternoon and finish at night, at midnight. 1 depends how you. I mean, Glenn Gould used to practice during the night.
yeah.
Also, Van Cliburn during the night. So, but it's always that kind of number of hours.
I find it also interesting. It's not only the hours we spend at the piano, but even in our free time, we are thinking about
Looking for repertoire.
Yeah, looking for repertoire or talking to people.
You never disconnect from your art and your profession. It's beautiful.
Yes,
It's also
but
a
it's
bit-
also part of
yes.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing, we talked a bit about hobbies and this so. I think the funny misconception or the balance that we do is that we do devote our life and our personality to such a thing as music, but we really do also enjoy completely doing something else, and in that moment we are just free or just like everyone else. And especially, I mean, it's always a surprise when we talk to other students and they or some other that study something else, and they say, "What do you study?" Music. Oh, I mean, okay, I wouldn't have guessed. Or it's sometimes
We're
no
just
one
And
really.
so, which is your real
Normal
job?
people.
Yeah.
These are the
So
questions
what's
you
your
do
job?
sometime.
Yeah.
Now sometimes it's, what do you do for a living then?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
like, yeah,
I do
I'm
this.
doing that.
I
And
play the wood. No,
Yes.
play the
Play
wood, I sing,
the
yeah.
strings, and
I've been playing the wood for 20
For
years
20
now.
years experience.
And I'm
No,
only
but-
26.
No, I think it's a big investment. But
Yeah.
It's a really important investment, but it's always paid back when we are on
Like-
the stage and we can
sharing this
share,
with
Yeah.
others.
yes, and communicate.
I don't know how you feel, but for me, especially when we did lead to a concert, also in Melody Factory, when you see the people smiling or like just resting for a moment or breathing, especially when we did kids stuff with children, they are just stopping for a moment, they're just breathing. You know, you feel them calming the system down when they are hearing classical music, and just listening. It's
They
really
become
good.
part of the flow
Yeah,
with us.
exactly the fish thing. No, it's really nice. They
Yeah.
jump on the thing.
This dragon and
Yes.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's a life dedication. It's for sure. It's the most beautiful thing because we're enjoying it so much.
Yes.
But it's so much sweat and work behind that.
Yeah.
You're dedicating your life. Me, I cannot practice 8 hours a day because the voice
instrument
is not able
yes.
to do that. But I practice 3 hours maybe on a good day, and I have at least 1 or 2 hours of desk work. You know, writing down the text, analyzing the poems,
Yes.
doing research on how I could technically
Yeah.
make something
place
better.
the
Like,
voice
yeah,
better.
it's a lot of stuff that is going on, and a lot of mental work. I practice a lot mentally on the train, and I can, because it's my body, I can literally feel what I'm doing, even though
Wow.
I'm not singing, because
Yes.
the brain
The brain-
remembers.
Mind-muscle connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
No, but it's a life dedication. I think it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing. I would not want to do anything else, but to play on that level and to perform always
At that level,
at that level.
that average level, because
Of course, it's always up and
always
down,
up and
but
down,
the
but
older you get, the higher your lowest is.
standard
You know,
become- yeah. yes, it's the medium, the important, where you are always.
And it's also, you have to be so cool in your brain. You have to be so like
So it's about consciousness, meditation.
consciousness, meditation, and sometimes like just to remember that it's also just a job, and we're normal people.
Yes.
Because for me, one difficult thing is when I have this glamour, like I have a concert or I'm in a festival or somewhere, you have this glamour thing with all the people there admiring you, enjoying it, and then after the concert, and you have this rush.
Yeah,
you're
we
in,
have this adrenaline.
Rush, and then after some hours after it's down, and then you are completely done, and you've been working.
And this is
I don't know
something
how
no
many
one really
weeks.
sees.
No,
We only see that we are up and excited.
And we just had a performance, but sometimes you only have one performance, one concert of the same repertoire, and you're preparing for months, sometimes years depending
to
on what
make
you're
this
doing.
Yeah, it's like
special.
Then you have one concert, maybe two, and then it's done. Next.
Yeah, but ES is part of you, and then you
Yeah.
have to look for more.
we were talking about the sport. Usain Bolt said that everything that the competition is before, is during the training.
Yeah.
It's not the moment.
Yeah.
That's
After
true.
it's just
For them, it's
the
even
last 10
9
seconds.
10
yes.
seconds.
Yeah,
you know, for a
for us at
sprinter.
least
the
three,
last-
At
you
least
know.
we have a piece or something we can enjoy.
Yes, exactly. But there it's like, it's just
Yes.
10 seconds. Everything is before.
Yes. And the best part is that when we share it, it becomes a memory in someone else's
Yeah.
existence that they can keep for how long.
And this can happen just in the live performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo.
Definitely. Wonderful.
Bravo. Nice. Yes, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for sharing all your insights. We are so excited to see you again in the next season of Melody Factory. And of course, if you do more moderation, we look forward.
Happy to do that.
And thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Ciao.
Ciao.